Some of the games that are played by the boys and girls are violent, and they have a lot of
they can influence.
Yeah, it can influence the people.
Yeah, so a lot of games do have violent scenes in them, and it can influence little children. So what can we do about that, panel? Alia.
On some games, they actually have the rating on them. So if they say 18 plus and your brother, who's 12, is playing it, obviously that states that that game has violence in it and that 12-year-olds shouldn't be playing it.
Yep. Yes, Maria.
When you turn off the PlayStation or whatever they're playing, they get moody and start shouting and putting on bad behavior or something. Yeah. And if that's turned on, then they can go onto the television if there's two of them.
Yeah, so what can parents do about that? These little children, when you turn off the PlayStation, they go straight to the TV and they start having tantrums. What can parents do about that? Yeah, Louisa.
I think instead of just limiting TV or just limiting PlayStation, limit them together. So maybe only have 2 hours of screen time a day. So maybe 1 hour of PlayStation and 1 hour of watching TV or something.
Yeah. So have a balance.
Yeah.
If parents see that their children are watching too much TV or playing on the PlayStation too much, then they should take them out for a while.
Yeah, so take them outside and they could find more useful and physical things to do. Yeah, Aksa.
If the parents tell their children off that they've had enough of the PlayStations, when they turn it off, as soon as the parents walk out, they switch it back on again.
Yeah, that's very true. Yes.
After playing on the PlayStation, it can cause arguments between children.
Yeah, so what can we do about that? Arguments between children happen just because of these game consoles. What can we do about that? Yeah, Marty.
You could ban them from it for a month and get them to do other things for that month and see how it goes on, see if they actually get addicted to reading for a change or addicted to doing sports, because that'll be a lot more better than, playing PlayStation.
Yeah, as we said before, boys are more likely to play PlayStation than girls, and they shouldn't be ashamed to read. Yeah.
We shouldn't be playing PlayStation at all because it's just a waste of time.
And some adults, they use the PlayStation as a prize for doing some work, and this just becomes a habit. Every time you do this thing, then you get to play on the PlayStation, whereas they should choose other things, like go for an activity out somewhere or go and visit your cousins or something, because even if you're not playing PlayStation all the time, it still starts to get addictive and you just want to start playing it all the time.
Yeah, and you have to finish that level and you just can't quit.
Just not satisfied.
Yeah. Yes, Ruba.
When parents come into the room and tell their children to turn it off and come and read memoirs, they say to their parents, "Let me just finish this level off," but actually they don't even come because that level is not enough for them, so they just carry on playing and forget all about what
like
their
we said,
parents
they're
said.
just not satisfied. Yep, Solana.
Parents aren't actually realising the dangers of the PlayStation.
Yeah, they don't actually realise what bad things are with the PlayStation. So parents need to know what the dangers are, what can happen, what side effects there are. They need to know that. And even before they actually buy the PlayStation or any game console, they need to know what the dangers are. And also they need to know what games they're buying as well. They need to read the back of the cover. Yeah.
The more they play, the more they get out of control because they can't stop playing.
Okay. Yep.
Another thing parents actually realise how quickly boys and girls can get addicted to these games.
Yeah. Yes, Faisal.
PlayStation is putting off people from remembering Allah, and then they don't want to make Allah happy. They just want to get happy themselves.
Yeah, by using the PlayStation. Okay. Ariba, do you have a question?
But why is this happening? Why aren't parents doing anything about this?
Yeah.
I think it might be because some parents they don't actually understand that some games can be damaging to their child's health or can be quite disturbing, because they think that the PlayStation is made for children, so there would be children games, but it's not true.
Yeah. Miss Sadia?
I mean, yeah, a lot of games are meant for people above their age, and they still carry on trying to play it, borrowing games from their mates and taking the dangerous risks of playing it without actually consulting their parents first.
Yeah. Miss Faisal?
Parents don't have enough knowledge about what's going on.
Yeah, so they need to have the knowledge about what's going on today. They need to know about mobile phones and PlayStations and all the modern devices that people are selling nowadays. Yeah, Shafi?
Boys and girls who play on the PlayStation, they should have like time limits, and when the time is like, the parents should give them time limits, and when the time is up here, they should like take the PlayStation with them, so they don't nag their parents to play on the PlayStation more and more.
Yeah.
Most children have dads who have a job, so they have to go out, and mothers are always in the kitchen or cleaning the house, so no one really knows what children are doing.
Yeah. So what can parents do about that? If they are busy, what can they do? Do they just hand the game console to them?
I think before they even buy the game, they should check it. Yeah. And so then they know that their children are safe and that they're not going to have any bad thoughts, or they're not going to play something that is damaging. Yeah. So they'll know that, oh, my child is doing something good and not something bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Or maybe they could persuade their sons or daughters to come and help them with the chores, so that way the parents can keep an eye on what they're doing.
Yeah. Yes, Mary?
Sometimes the parents let the children play these PlayStations because it stops them from doing other bad things. So if the parents take it away from them, then they have another thing to do. So they just give it to them just so that to keep them
busy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think that parents should buy their children PlayStations, because it's just time wasting.
Yeah. And parents should know that it's time wasting beforehand.
Yeah.
Before they buy anything, parents should know what the dangers are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atia?
They should have different rules for different ages, like time limits.
Yeah, rules for different ages. Yeah.
Parents should involve their child in different things so that they can get involved in other things.
Yeah, so parents should involve their children in other hobbies and activities to keep their mind off PlayStation or television.
Parents should teach their kids about self-discipline, that Islam is based on rules.
Yeah.
Instead of just playing PlayStation every single day, non-stop, you should have certain days that you play on, so maybe weekends and not weekdays, because that interferes with homework and namaz and Quran.
But we have to make sure if we do have certain days to play it, we can't just have like no time limits on it. You can just play on it all day on a Saturday.
Yeah, like only for 2 hours or 1 hour or something.
Yeah. Yes, Samana?
Life isn't about playing with your PlayStation. You have more other important things to do as well.
Yeah. Do you have a comment?
If children do have a PlayStation, parents should just put it in the main room so they know what their children are doing.
Yeah, so if you do have a PlayStation, put it in the main room where parents could just come in any time and they could see what they're playing. Yes?
The more we play a PlayStation, then the more it can become a health risk to us.
Yeah, so the more we play these dangerous devices, then the more our health hazards rise. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if we was to get our parents more involved in what's in nowadays, before we go and buy a game, we let them know what it's about and explain to them what it's going to be about, or the television program, what it's about, so they know more, and if they was to advise us about it as well.
Yeah. Any more comments? Okay, so parents should check the contents of the games, like on the back of the covers, set the ratings of the games, and you guys, you children, should tell your parents about what you're buying and what a PlayStation is. They